Chandra, and today I thought we could do a nice grounding flow, just bringing it down to the floor, something very relaxing. Maybe you could do this before bed, or if you've just had a stressful day and you need to unwind because things got crazy. So what we're gonna do first is find a nice, comfortable seated position. It can be a cross-legged position. You could also sit on your heels or sit in a chair to start out, because what we're gonna do to begin is just breathe, okay? So go ahead and take whatever position feels best for you. Place your hands facing down on your thighs. Sit up with a tall spine. The crown of your head is reaching up to the ceiling. Close your eyes and just breathe. So you bring your focus into your breath. Just notice how it feels when you inhale and how it feels when you exhale. Now we're going to take some deep breaths. So inhale all the way. When you get to the top of your throat, hold the breath and release it through your mouth. Let's do that a couple more times, filling the lungs from the stomach through the chest, up to the throat, and hold just at the top for a second, and exhale through your mouth with a sigh. One more. Inhale, filling up the belly, into the chest, and up to the throat, and hold. And exhale through the mouth. Keeping your eyes closed, return to your regular cycle of breath. Finding any tension in your hips, releasing it, making sure your shoulders are relaxed. There's no furrowing of the eyebrows. Just relaxing everything. Next, let's slowly open our eyes and then place your hands on either side of you. So if you're on a chair, I would encourage you to come down to the floor. If you're not able to, you can maybe hold on the sides of the seat of the chair, because what we're going to do is some neck stretching. So just drop your right ear towards your right shoulder and walk your left fingers out just a little bit until you feel that stretch. And breathe into it. What I mean by that is sending your exhales, visualizing that space with the air from your breath going directly into the tendons and the muscles in the neck. Just inviting it to open up a little more. And remember, we're not straining here. We're just letting gravity do the work into a gentle stretch. So if it feels too intense, feel free to just back out at any time. If you would like to add another level, you can take your right arm, your right hand, right underneath your left ear, and gently pull, very gently, so you can feel an even more opening in that neck and trap region. Again, just taking some nice deep breaths. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Rule number 1. Let's slowly release the right arm if you were using it. Bring it back down to the floor. And on the inhale, let's bring our head back up to neutral, bringing the left arm back in. Let's go ahead and repeat that on the right side. So drop your left ear towards your left shoulder and just walk your fingers out on your right side to enhance that stretch. Be mindful of your hips, your legs, and your shoulders, making sure that you're relaxing. Any tension, just letting go. Breathe into the stretch gently. And again, if you are feeling ready, if you are feeling that you want a deeper stretch, you can use your left hand, reach over to your right ear, just underneath is where your fingers will fall. And you'll just do a gentle pulling. So you're not gripping yourself, you're just lightly touching and pulling. It should be quite enough. And breathe. Moving with the breath, observing how your body moves as you breathe. Let's gently let go with the left arm, placing the left arm back down. And on the inhale, bring the head back up to neutral. Let's do a couple nice little neck rolls to just loosen it up a little bit. So just roll your head counterclockwise. We'll do about 5 of these at your own pace. After you've completed your round, you can start going the other direction just to even it out. Again, 3 to 5 nice rolls. And we meet in a neutral position. Let's go ahead and take our flow. We are going to come to a tabletop position. So you're going to be on your hands and knees. Your hands are going to be directly underneath your shoulders and your knees will be directly underneath your hips. You can choose to have your toes flipped under or pointed. It's up to you. What we're going to do now is just warm up the spine a little bit with some cat and cow. On the inhale, you're going to pull your hands towards your knees and arch your back, moving your tailbone up, looking up. And on the exhale, you're going to push the ground away through the pads of your hands as you round the spine, looking towards your navel. Inhale. Pulling together, chest out, look up. Exhale, moving again to round the spine, looking down, pushing away, that opens up the scapula. Couple more rounds. Inhale, look up, chest up. And exhale, push through your hands and round. So what we'll do now is we're going to take the left hand, center it right beneath your face. On the inhale, you'll lift the right arm up. And on the exhale, we're going to bring it through behind the left arm and bring yourself down to the ground. This is going to open up the shoulder and the neck. You can use your left arm to push gently to get more of a twist in this posture. On the inhale, Let's come all the way back up. Bring your arm up to the ceiling again. And on the exhale, centering back down. Let's go ahead and do that on the other side. Place the right hand underneath your face. Inhale, bring the left arm up. And exhale, thread the needle. Going through the other hand and pushing just ever so gently with your right arm to get into that stretch, that twist. And hold for a couple breaths here. All right, on the inhale, let's bring the arm back up to the ceiling. And exhale, come back to tabletop. We're going to do a fun pose, especially for people who work on their computer all day like me. We're gonna flip the hands so the fingers are pointing towards your knees. You can bring your knees in a little bit for this one. And as you exhale, slowly bring your bum back towards your heels to stretch those wrists. If it feels intense enough, you can just stay in the neutral position. You don't have to push it. We're just trying to kind of work into that tightness. I don't know why we always, I tend to neglect stretching my wrists and forearms, and we use them all day. So it's just a nice stretch. Okay, let's come back up to neutral. Let's shake the wrists out a little bit, shake the hands. Okay, now we're going to flip the hands over so the tops of the hands are on the mat or floor. Fingers again pointing towards you. We're going to get into the forearms. Same motion on the exhale, bringing your body backwards. So again, stretching out. Still really tight. Feels amazing. Breathe into it. No pain, just sensation. If you feel any pain, pinching, pulling, you just need to back out a little bit until you're comfortable again. Okay, let's go ahead and shake the hands out once more. We're going to do a foot stretch here. So you're going to flip your toes so that your feet are flexed. And then you're going to sit on your heels. This might feel already intense for some of you, and some of you might not feel it for a little while. Take it easy on yourself either way. We're going to actually do some more opening up of the shoulders here while we're sitting so that you're not too occupied with the feet. Bring your left arm out in front of you, flexing the hand, and come over towards the right shoulder, and then you can set it in the crux of your right elbow and bring it in. So you're stretching open your left shoulder while you stretch your feet and quads. Take 3 deep breaths here. And on the next exhale, let's go ahead and release the arms, shake them out a little bit. By now, you might be feeling that foot stretch. So let's give it a break. Flip the toes so that they're pointing, and just sit gently on the heels. And so you're now in a different foot and quad stretch. And for this one, we'll do the right shoulder. So place your right arm out in front of you. Let's flex the hand again, placing it in your elbow of your left arm. And on the exhale, bringing it in and stretching that open. Again, 3 breaths. finding a sort of ease with the posture, not too much pulling, not too much difficulty, everything gentle and slow. Okay, let's go ahead and release that pose. If it feels good, you can shake your shoulders out a little bit. Your feet and quads might be having a lot of sensation right now, so we're gonna go ahead and come out of this pose and take a nice downward facing dog. So for down dog, we're gonna have your feet all the way back, so you can come actually first into a plank pose, and we're going to push back. Your feet are about hip width distance apart. Your hands are the same width as your shoulders. You're pushing through the fingertips and the pads of your hands, so you're not dumping any weight in your wrists. Meanwhile, let's energetically pull the heels down towards the ground. They don't have to touch. If they do, that's also fine. You might be up here, you might be down here, but what you want is just to relax the foot flat into the mat. You can paddle the feet out, and you're going to be looking between the knees. You can pull your navel in towards your spine and draw the shoulder blades down the back so that your neck has lots of space. No hunching the shoulders by the ear like this, but more space. Couple more breaths here in down dog. And then what we're going to do is we're going to walk forward to sit with our feet in front of us, like so. So your feet are parallel to each other. Your feet are flexed. And on the inhale, we're going to bring our arms up, lengthening the spine. And on the exhale, let's fold forward. Now, I'm going to say just put your hands beside your legs, because we don't want this to be too intense. This is a relaxing flow, and just breathe into the hamstrings. You can choose to either look at your toes or you can drop the head completely. It's up to you. Breathe into the stretch. Focus on the sensations in the body. Then, on the inhale, let's slowly come back out of that pose. We're going to do some hip stretching, and we're going to do it lying down. So you can go ahead and just lay all the way back like this, and then you're going to place your feet flat on the mat with your knees up. We're going to bring the right ankle over the left thigh, right underneath that knee there, okay? Then you'll take your right arm through your leg, your left arm on the outside to grab that shin. Now, if this already feels intense, you can stay here. But if you'd like to bring it further, you can reach through, pull that shin, and you're bringing your ankle towards your shoulder. With every breath, seeing if you can pull just a little bit closer, but if not, that's okay too. And one more breath here. Exhale, release. Let's go ahead and put the feet flat on the floor again. You can windshield wiper your legs if you want to kind of just shake out that hip. It's an intense stretch. We're going to go ahead and do the other side. So this time the left ankle goes across the right thigh. Again, if this is enough, leave it here. If you would like to take a deeper hip stretch, let's go ahead and grab that shin. And on the exhale, pull it in closer to you. Give yourself lots of grace, no judgments. I find that every day my levels of strength, balance, flexibility, even emotional stability, it can be different. And you just have to accept what is today and live in the moment. So just feel that stretch for one more breath here. And on the exhale, let's release. Again, windshield wiper. Let's go ahead and pull your knees in towards your chest and bring your nose up towards your knees. Interlace your fingers and place them back behind your head at the nape of your neck, and see if you can release your neck by holding your head up with your arms. Just to give yourself a neck release here. Pulling it in. Then let's release the head, hug the knees to the chest, rock back and forth a few times. And come into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Shavasana is just lying flat on the floor, completely relaxed, completely supported by the surface beneath you. And close your eyes, take rest. While you're in this Shavasana, let's do a body scan. Starting at the toes, just taking note of any sensations or feelings as you move up into the foot, the heel, your ankle, into the calf and the shin, letting go, relaxing any tension you find, and also enabling a quiet observation up through the knees into the thighs, so your hamstrings and your quads, making note of how your hips are feeling. As we move our scan into the torso, higher into the chest, shoulders, down into the arms, your wrists, your hands, and your fingers. Moving into complete stillness and just seeing how you feel. Finally into the neck and the head and the face. We're going to hold this Shavasana for a while. So just breathe deep, relax, and observe your body and your mind with openness and grace. Let's start focusing our attention on the breathing and start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Take a few deep breaths in and out through the nose as you roll the wrists and the ankles, starting to bring sensation back into the body. And you stretch big overhead. And then we'll come and roll onto the right side, laying your head on your right arm with your left hand in front of your chest. And we're going to slowly, pushing through the left arm, come up back into a comfortable seated position. Let's go ahead and close the eyes once more. Basking in some gratitude for giving yourself this time for your practice today. Noticing maybe some changes that you feel from before. Maybe you're more open, more relaxed. And with that, let's bring our hands into prayer pose in front of the heart and say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on this relaxing, grounding flow. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like. You can leave some comments, some suggestions of some other videos you would like to see. And I look forward to seeing you here again. Thank you so much.